We're checking out reactions to a man found with a room filled with 1,100 Gunpla models.
52 years old, surrounded by Gunpla.
That expression is pure happiness.
If he's happy with just one room, what's the problem?
Is Yamato part of Gunpla too?
This guy even buys Aoshima's Cockroach Girl models, so you know he's serious about his collection.
He's not like those rare Gunpla hunters who scream, "I need that rare Gunpla."
But this guy is still at a level where he can be featured on TV.
He should at least get some shelves and organize them a bit better.
Collectors usually manage their stuff, but this type just buys for the thrill and ends up with a hoarder's mess.
He could probably build 2 or 3 without anyone noticing.
Even if buried with Gunpla, it's pretty easy to dig out.
None of the models are really visible. It's more like he's buried under boxes.
My room is kind of like that too.
If he's happy, who cares what others think?
If you build one, you end up buying 2.
We should clean up before it gets too hot.
Buying without building must be a way to relieve stress.
He probably used to build models, or else he wouldn't have collected this much without a reason.
Maybe it's a compulsive need to buy before they run out.
Giving up at around 1,500 boxes. He's just a small-time collector after all.
As you age, your eyes, hands, and motivation decline, so it never really decreases.
There are a lot of things you can't do after you retire.
Loss of physical freedom can hit you suddenly, with no time to mentally prepare.
I thought my pile was bad, but after organizing it, it fit on one shelf and I was like, oh, it's not that bad.
I get tired if I stack up 3-5, so I just snap build them.
I used to cut out the box art and keep just the pictures, and kept all the manuals, but tossed them all when I moved.
As a hobby, it's pretty cheap, so it's not too bad.
Piling up is fine, but showing off many finished models in glass cases can fill an entire hobby room wall and still not be enough.
I built a 2-story warehouse to store and display toys, and no matter how many times I look, it really melts stress and purifies my soul. At this point, it feels like the collection itself is the hobby. Gunpla isn't just about building, but also box art and setting materials.
Like buying books but not reading them, just displaying them on shelves and feeling satisfied. He's basically a collector now.
Reminds me of collecting candy stickers without using them, just keeping them in a tin.
Being buried in what you love or getting high on the satisfaction of having acquired them, right?
If he's happy, what's the issue?
I thought he'd be surrounded by built models, but it was different.
Counting them as units makes it seem more so. If they were unbuilt pieces, would make more sense.
Gunpla collectors seem to underestimate shelves. Since it's an expensive hobby anyway, investing in proper storage and organizing is essential, or else it's no different from a hoarder's mess.
I want to DIY shelves for displaying finished models. Oh, I'll put mirror stickers on the back so you can see all sides. Add LED lighting. Done.
Coach Ikame always picks topics that make perfect sense. It's amazing.
Feels like a small, privately run model shop. Pretty nice.
With just this one room, you could probably build a house in Tokyo.
Buy one, build one in your mind, then buy another. That solves it.
Collecting without using is a thing in many hobbies.
If you don't build, don't buy.
If an earthquake hits, it'll be a disaster.
About 30% of buyers probably end up like this. This week's re-release had a flood of items, but they sold out instantly.
Another person whose wife threw away their Gunpla has appeared.
After 40, presbyopia gets tough.
The thumbnail is just a part, but at this level, one room's worth is 1,500. Seems surprisingly low, maybe not even 100.
It's better to build while you can. Small mods or paint jobs don't really get much attention on social media anyway.
Collecting to the point where living space disappears can start to feel unhealthy, like classic hoarding behavior.
Happiness looks different for everyone. If this makes him happy, that's fine.
Just buying boxes is cheaper.
Space is a big issue. Financially, it's similar to a slightly expensive car or AV gear, but this hobby gets a lot of harsh criticism.
He occasionally builds, but with no space, I wonder how he manages.
It's a hobby, and if he's happy, that's fine. Mastering it is impressive.
The Reiwa era's terracotta army.
Stack them vertically.
Even if he spends all his free time, finishing them all is impossible. But it's his freedom.
From the comments, it seems he buys because he's unsure what's coming next. Puts off building and ends up buying more. It becomes a repeating pattern.
I hurt my neck and can't build Gunpla anymore.
Is there really a heaven?
If you just pile without building, it's like the Sanzu River stones. Hobbies and collecting habits vary.
People who build a variety of model kits tend to feel more relaxed. Focusing only on Gunpla can sometimes feel a bit too tense for my taste.
Some people say it's different because they paid for it, but it still feels like unhealthy hoarding behavior, not something to celebrate.
Some people rent warehouses just to take parts for Star Wars models.
Can't brag about sins or enjoy retirement anymore, so I'm just building snap kits nonstop. Doesn't feel like it's decreasing at all.
I threw away all manga and books. Now only want ebooks, but can't do that with models. Tricky situation.
This is basically a nest for cockroaches and mites.
If it's so hot and humid that pests thrive, wouldn't the model boxes be all wrinkled and worn?
They warp under weight. Stacking over 170 Senchai Toru will crush even hard MG boxes topped with HG ones.
So in summer, keep mosquito coils burning during the day, and in winter, use dehumidifiers everywhere. Surprisingly, cockroaches don't get in much.
I don't get what's so amazing. I have several times more but live alone and rent a house. LOL.
Books, games, movies, we all pile up stuff. Even knowing we won't finish, it's like saving enjoyment for later.
In a room like this, a sudden medical emergency could become very dangerous.
Medical emergencies can happen without warning, and collections can easily get damaged in the chaos.
So always manage your stock properly before it gets trampled or taken by estate cleaners.
With online shopping and in-store fun, the collection only grows.
Tying a few together with string increases strength. Try it.
If you accept snap building or just priming for garage kits, it speeds up a lot. Time, build faster.
Maybe it's time to take a break and reset once a week?
Is there some kind of peace of mind like that? Maybe taking a weekly reset day helps.
Even if you spend all your free time, finishing everything is impossible. But it's his freedom.
The Reiwa era's terracotta. Army mastering this kind of collection is quite a feat. Next, we bring you reactions to I've only built HG, but is RG difficult?
I've only built about 6 HG kits, but 144 has some RG only ones I want to try.
Not hard to build, but might get bored halfway.
Probably fine. I take it easy with HG too. No point building too fast and having nowhere to put them.
As long as you properly clean up undergates, it's not especially hard.
I build when I feel like it. Is that okay?
Anything is a challenge.
Not hard, but lots of parts, so it's tedious. Also, availability can be an issue.
I buy on Amazon, so probably okay.
I built Unicorn. Few parts fall off. Good kit. A bit scary to move it first time.
More parts than HG, some tiny and thin, so it's tough.
I've built about 6. Should I build more to get used to it?
If you've built that many, you're probably used to it. You have to build to get used to the tiny parts, so just do it.
If you can build HG, you can do RG, though it's tiring.
Avoid early RGs. Lots of parts fall off and can't be displayed properly. If you want early RG, go for Mach 2. Parts don't fall off much.
The RGs I want are Zero Custom, Guys the 30, and Norn.
Avoid Norn. The advanced MS joints are too stiff to move properly.
But other 144s can't transform like that. If you don't plan to pose much after building, it's fine.
Posing is hard because joints are too stiff. Transformation parts fall off. Better get used to RG first before tackling it.
Really? After Destiny, I plan to try Universal Sentry. Besides Norn, the only RG I want is Sazabi.
Guys the Third is limited edition, so it's not available for sale.
After building, I basically store them in the box. When displayed, just standing poses lined up.
If you've built 6 HGs, you're good. RG has tiny parts like grains of rice, so clean your room before building.
After building Destiny, I plan to try Universal Sentry, so maybe I'll buy Norn.
Experience and accumulation matter. Tools can be acquired later.
I only use small nippers for models. From what I hear, RG seems doable.
Better to have a hobby knife and cheap sanding set. Also good for practice.
I'm building Sazabi now. Let's do our best together.
I was going to do HG, but Sazabi's HG is 16 years old. Might as well get RG.
If you take your time and build steadily, no problem.
Gunpla isn't impossible for beginners. It's just about the amount of work.
MG is easier because parts are bigger.
Unless you're really clumsy or don't read instructions, you won't fail.
Not hard, just tedious because of many small parts.
Difficulty is similar to HG, but RG has many parts and assembly steps. Nu Gundam's legs alone have 13 parts.
Manufacturer rates it for 15 years old or above. If you're in middle school or older, you're fine. It's just puzzle play.
I was going to ask about Destiny's lower body, but it's still in progress. Best to build what you want to keep motivation.
If you see Gunpla in stores, even if you don't want it, just buy it.
Avoid RGZ. It's one of the most demanding Gunpla kits.
RG God has undergates in places nippers can't reach. Without a hobby knife, you're stuck.
Is there really a difficult Gunpla? Parts are precise and assembly is easy.
I only want to build 100 scale. Robots should be big.
Bandai's tech makes building surprisingly easy. If you've built 6, it's easy.
Gunpla probably has no difficulty levels. Differences are just parts count and size.
RG lets beginners build at a level like mid-level modeler, improved HG quality. Going beyond that is tough.
If you've built 6 and like the model, no problem, but some quit RG right away.
Building is not that hard. Painting is another story.
I've only built HG GP02FB, Snap Built E, but want to try RG Destiny. Can I enjoy it without worrying about paint?
RG MK2 is often recommended, but the cable parts on the legs are really tough. They kept popping off and almost broke my spirit.
Built 3 RGs. Sticking eye stickers was the hardest part.
It's not about difficulty, but how long it takes to finish.
RG God and Zgok were easy.
From the original thread, the OP decided to build Norn.
Honestly, RG kits after Sazabi that dropped the full frame are just slightly better than HG, so easy transformation gimmicks and many movable parts are tedious though.
Finished models look beautiful. Applying stickers is fun.
I hesitated to buy the reissued Exia Trans Am Clear because I heard it's hard. I want to step up soon.
MG is fine if you just follow instructions. The problem is motivation.
After years away, I noticed more small parts and some instructions are hard to understand.
Even HGs are slimmer and have more parts now, making you say tiny parts.
RG's challenge is lots of stickers, some thin and hard to apply precisely.
Not Gunpla, but I built RG Galgaigar recently and broke the wrist ball joint. Made me want to die. You have to be careful.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.